wanted to hopefully jump on today, July 31st, end of the month. I have some updates. Sorry, I'm exhausted. I just came back from a weekend enjoying my other hobbies, searching for the big hairy creature in the middle of the woods, which I'll talk about in a minute. And so you're getting the raw view. This is what happens when I'm out all weekend and I'm exhausted. So I have obviously updates for my whips. I have the haul that I mentioned last episode that I couldn't figure out where the hell I put it, and what my future plans are for August. And I can't even believe it's August. Where has the time gone? So I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Carey. I'm also known as the Patient Stitcher on Instagram, here at YouTube. I don't know where else, everywhere else, I think, or my name, but I think that's the only two places where I'm at. As you saw from the photos, I've had fairly interesting weekends. My husband and I'll just do my stuff fast, and we like to hike and we like to do everything else. And we went up and hiked a mountain nearby, and it had a plane crash on it from 1937. An airmail plane had gone down, and unfortunately the pilot didn't survive, so there was some still wreckage up there. So we went up there and checked it out. It has been so hot. Well, this week hasn't been bad, but the week we went up there, it was 95 degrees that day. It was extremely hot and muggy, and bleh. So we went as early as we could, and it was still 85 by 10 o'clock, so it was really crazy. So I posted some of that footage. This weekend we went down to a little bit southern part of Pennsylvania, and a friend of mine has unexplained activity in her home, or outside her home. She didn't really know what it was for the longest time, so a couple of times we've gone down there and just kind of investigated and really kind of camped out and to see what was really happening in her house. Last time we went down there were some interesting things that have happened. We also have a podcast too that explains, it's called Behind Tall Trees. If you ever want to come check us out, we do a Wednesday night, girls, Gwen and I do. So we do talk to other people about Bigfoot and any kind of other cryptid that they want to talk about. We also talk about some of our experiences as well. With that being said, we went this weekend, and her place does not disappoint. Her place has some very interesting things that happen there. So we got to spend some time with some great people. A couple of other friends that we've met along the way also came up, and we got to enjoy that too. Plus, we went on a pretty big hike. I didn't say big hike for my husband and I, but about 4 or 5 miles. And but it was muggy, and it gets so hot lately. So if you don't hike before noon, it's just almost unbearable. And the bugs love the heat, so of course they eat you alive. But that was still fun. So we'll probably be doing some more big plans on going hiking soon. And I think we enjoy it most when we're outdoors. So, like I said, this week, I think that's really all we have for updates. My home life, my daughter's still here. They're still trying to find a place, and that's always something different when you're trying to, when you're young and you're trying to figure out your own stuff and you're trying to get things together. So that's still a thing. But yeah, I think all my other children are doing good. My husband's doing good. He's about to start his own business, so that has its own stressors in itself. Yeah, I think we're otherwise pretty fantastic. So I guess, like I was saying, I have whips, haul, and what I'm going to be stitching in August. So I guess we should most of these you've already seen before, but I have gotten progress on them. So I guess the first thing I'm going to show you is my Trick or Treat HAED. I don't have the photo. I'll show it to you, or I can post it here. And I will obviously show you where I was at previously. It almost comes up every video, so people will probably know very well what's going on with this one. However, I got about 1,000 stitches in on it, and I'm actually really happy. I'm getting really close to a page finish. I think I'm literally I didn't finish it, people. I'm trying really hard to stick to my 10 by 10s. But this next month there'll be a page finish. So you saw where we were before? That's where we're at now. What is even cooler about this piece, I have to come to this side because it's so big. You can see the head of the ghost starting to form. Isn't he cute? Well, it's not cute. It's not done yet. So let me pull this over here. I went all the way up, and I went all the way up through here. Finished off. I do need to finish those 2 stitches up there, but I finished most of this. I'm filling in these little itty bitty stitches here, and I came down. So I think I filled in this 10 by 10 block here. You can kind of still see where I'm at, the 10 by 10. So I thought about coming back down here and starting and going way up and still continuing with my 10 by 10. But we'll see where we are come August. This right here is the page finish. Like, so you see how many, I think I literally have like 10 stitches. That's a page finish. So definitely will be page finish for next month. I'm actually really, really super excited to see how far I can get in August. I do not have too many plans to be away in August, but that changes in my house every moment of every day. So once I come down here though, then I will have to start working this way because this is the end of that first like page block, so it'll have to come down here, so you'll start seeing even more. So it did get a lot of work, which I was really super excited about. Throw that back up there. And next project, actually you didn't see this one for a really long time. This project I think was picked in January or February, and I never got to it. It's the Riolis. I don't even know what the name of it is because it's all in Russian. But it's a wine kit. So that's what it looks like. The glare is horrible. Sorry about that. And this is where I was before. And if you hear my granddaughter doing all of her toys, you'll know. And I'm going to use this for a backing so you can see it. And this is where I'm at now. I actually did fairly decent. Actually, the bottom half you can't barely see because it's all black fabric. So I had some of the wine done, but I got actually part of the top. And then I did the bottom, and you can barely see these, but this is supposed to be like a mirror image on the bottom. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I did some of it, and that's all that matters. So I probably won't revisit this one. I'm actually really having a tough time. This is not like regular floss. It's kind of like a, I don't mind stitching with it, but it reminds me of yarn, like a very thin yarn. So really cool, and you see, I don't know if you can see the fraying of it. It's like yarn. So it's fun. I do actually love the colors down here. These berries make me, your grapes make me really happy. I love those colors, and I like wine, so yeah. It was a lot of fun to stitch it, but now that it got some time, it'll go away. Not forever, ever, but probably for a while. All right. You guys did see this one before because the last time you saw it, I got very minuscule stitches on it. I was very upset that I didn't get the stitches, and mostly because I feel like I didn't have all the threads. So that was really making me upset that I didn't get to finish certain areas and certain things. It's my Norman Rockwell daily prayer. So I'll show you guys where I was at before. And I was pretty happy with where I got, and actually starting to see some definition in this piece, and I love it. And that's where we're at now. Whoa. Excuse all the threads, because there is a whole lot of park threads on this piece. Bring this one up. Goodness, here. I might have to do it sideways. There's just so many of them, because I have them on both sides. And that's where we are now. That's the back of the chair and the back of the young man's head. I actually see his feet at the bottom. And that's his shirt. This is the floor. This piece is the floor. This piece right here is the beginning of the tablecloth. That's the back of the chair. So this right through here would be the other part of the back of the chair. I didn't get as far as I wanted to get, but honestly, I did do really well. I mean, I got, I'd say, approximately about 500 stitches on it since you saw me last. I was just happy to start seeing some definition, because all I had up here was like this area done. I had like the head and this, and then there was a line, and it just didn't look like anything, and it was kind of nice to start seeing it look like something. And that's a dish. Oops, there's the dish that's supposed to be sitting on the table. It was pretty cool. I don't know if this one will come back out again this year, because I have lots of other projects to touch. So I'm not 100% sure it'll make it. It will not make the cut. Actually, I don't know who's going to make the cut by the end of or beginning of next year. So you guys also saw this one, I think in the last video. I'm doing the 100 Owls by Owl Forest Embroidery. And I can show you where I was at before. And where I'm at now. I can't even tell where I'm at. Look at that. So, I worked on the owls on this side. This is the border that I worked on to finish off that one page. I think this is 4, this is 5. And so I worked on this border on this side just so I could hopefully line up the owls. So actually I got pretty far, and I'm really super excited, and I'm still behind, but I kind of calculated that I could still be on track to finish this year. When I tell you I'm behind, I'm behind. But honestly, I find this, some of the bigger pieces are easier to deal with. Like this big piece was not hard to stitch because it was different for counting, but it wasn't hard to stitch. And the owls in the middle were super easy to stitch. This right here on this side, I didn't like it as much because I was changing a lot. I was changing threads a lot and had to count over, and I still love the piece. It was just really difficult to figure out. But it's okay. It's coming along. I just have to take time and 1 or 2 days to hopefully finish a page, or some of the bigger pieces are going to take more than 1 or 2 days, but for the most part, it shouldn't take me too long to do so. Oh, and I stitched that one on 32 count. I want to say it's vintage mocha. I'll let you know if I was wrong, but I think it's vintage mocha. The next one, I have picked this one up a couple times, and I may keep this one around just for some simple stitching. I don't think it's simple stitching, but it's small, and it's 3/4 of the way done. So I'm doing the Bobbie G Designs. Cinderella is proof that shoes can change a girl's life. And I can show you where I was before. And so here and where we're at now. It's really cute. These shoes are adorable. So yeah, I finished off this page over here with this shoe and the wording. And then I had to stitch I had to change over my little scroll frame. And I'd already started this shoe, but there's a flower here, kind of like this flower. There's a flower here, and then there's a little loop. So I'll have to do the wording. This shoe will be complete, and I'll have one more shoe over here and some more wording. And then she's done. I have to do back stitching. There is quite a lot of back stitching in the shoes, but I can see this being done fairly quickly. That's what I said about 4 months ago. So that is all the whips that I did this month. I did mention some haul last month, and I found it. So what I'm going to do is show you guys what I got. So I mentioned I got them at yard sales and was really super excited. This is a Stony Creek cross stitch. It was from summer 2011, and I love this stocking. I'm sure you guys have all seen. my stockings. Let me see what I can show you. A few things that I absolutely enjoyed without giving any of the patterns away. These ones were, I can't show you because, of course. This one was super cute. And everyone knows that I love owls. Isn't that cute? I love the witches. I love the owl. I love the little saying. It says, "In a great big owl in a great big tree on a night so dark you could hardly see, was watching the lights in the deep ravine where the witches danced. Oh, Halloween." Isn't that cute? Will I be able to stitch it? Am I going to start anytime soon? No. Because I have too many things. As my husband would say, I have too many projects already in the mix. He won't ever tell me that out loud, but he tells me that all the time. Quietly, of course. The other one I thought was really beautiful because I really don't have a lot of fall stitches done. I thought this was really cute. I love fall colors and I love anything that has to do with orange and yellows like that. I think that might be it. Minus the stocking. I think that was the last piece on this one. Actually, there was a few cute ones, but I'll show you when I start them. Like this one. I love these. So that was one of the magazines I got, which will probably be put away for 2024, because, yes, I'm already thinking about 2024, because 2023 is kind of taken up. And then I got this one from October 2000. I love this sewing machine. I love to quilt, so I love the sewing machine. And it has, let me see, sorry about that. It had this, I hope I have another picture. This one's so super cute. That's the one I like. Isn't that beautiful? It's a quilt, but it's cross stitch. I love this. Love, 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 love. And of course, you know me, I love the sewing machine too, so I really probably want to do the sewing machine. And I thought this one had something else in it too that I thought was adorable. Nope, forgot what it was. I remember what it was now. I had Santa Clauses. Oh, check him out. See, I have a couple of these and I really wanted to do them. So now you know what I'm going to be doing? You know I'm going to look for every single one of these because I really need them all now. I hear somebody else just came up the stairs. So I really want to get them done. And the last one I got was Jane Lynn. And these are Santa Clauses. And this is the full kit. All the threads. And I believe it has the hangers and everything still in here. So I get a chance to do this, and I love every single one of them. Everybody knows I'm a big Santa fan. So there's that. And that was it for my haul. I guess I should probably go on to plans for August. I think you guys will probably not be surprised on this next one. Actually, I think this one was up for... Nope, this one was actually, I didn't get to this one because I have no idea where the threads are. So it'll probably, if I can find the threads, this is going to go up in, and it'll come back in August because I didn't get a chance to stitch on it because I have no threads. So that'll come back. This is actually a fun stitch. Excuse that, that's a horrible noise. This is a fun stitch. And I actually gave this away to one person. And if you've made it this far, what's kind of great about it is I have another copy of it. So it is, who does this one? Sue Hill's design, and it's Yes, I Can Drive a Stick. So there's that, and this is where I'm at with it. I actually did this on, and I'm not going to even have it. Go figure. I do not know what the color is. It's 28 count. At least I wrote that on the fabric, right? 28 count. And this is where I'm at. And I'm hoping to have this done. It's such a simple project, but I'm not completed with it. but I absolutely do love this. And there's a really great chance I can finish this because this is so simple. Hi everyone, I am back. I had to scooch the little one out because she'll take over the whole room, as every grandchild and child probably should do, right? So the next item I have up is, let me actually do this really fast. Next item I have up is Primrose Needlework. This is 272 words. It's a bicentennial sampler. And I know I said I probably never do samplers. This isn't really to me a sampler, but I guess it is. It's Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. I'm actually doing this for my husband. So I will show you guys. It's fairly large. This is going to be, when it gets done, 349 stitches wide by 375 high. So it's about 21 by 23 inches. It's going to be fairly large. I really wanted to get a lot done on this beforehand, but I'm really excited. This is actually a fun stitch. I can almost do a page a day if I actually sit and really work on it. So I find it extremely amazing. I have stitched this. I just found the tag. Where's it at? I stitched this on 32 count lamb's wool linen, and it's a stiffer fabric, but I really like this fabric. And this is where, let's see if I can get all of it in. I don't think I can. So this is how big it is. And this is where I'm at with the lettering so far. So the border ends right about here. So I have, I think, 4 pages done, completed. And I really love how this has turned out. This looks amazing. I love all the colors. I love the red, white, and blue. The border, it's absolutely stunning. This thing, and it's honestly really easy to deal with. So let's hope I have some phenomenal progress on this piece. And it's a fairly large piece, so I know it could take me a really long time to do. But it's words, and words are honestly really, really easy. The only problem is I don't like to drag the thread behind. So if it's far enough apart, I don't like to do that. Because if it's framed, it just looks, you can see your fabric, or you can see your stitches behind the fabric, and I don't like that. A lot of my Ziploc bags, which you're going to see a ton of them. It hasn't even started yet, so put this on. Okay, this one is, I'm going to find the picture of it. Do I have it? Yes, I do. It's a Mill Hills Beads and Buttons, and I can't show you that. I'm trying to get this stuff off it. Oh, crap. Okay, I just took off some of the things, but I'm hoping I can figure that part out. And this is the Midnight Owl. I don't have a lot of this one completed. I find it sometimes harder to work on the perforated fabric or the perforated paper, but it's not difficult. And it's little, so I can probably do something else with it. And it's all tangled up, literally, with my. So I have like stuff, and it's literally stuff likes to stick to it, and this is crazy. And that's where we're at. Still looks weird, huh? There you go. I mean, I have all of his body done for the most part, minus here. I really don't think I'll have much to do. A lot of this is background, and then it'll be all beading. I think his whole entire, there's some specialty stitches on the inside of his little feathers here, and lots of beading in that area. I'm trying to look at the pattern and tell you. There you go. You can really see it better. There's not a lot of beads to it. I mean, there is, but there's not. And there's a little bat. They give you one little bat to put up on the top, right over there, right here. So we will see where we get with this. I mean, I think stitching the darker threads on the perforated paper can be, in my opinion, a little bit more difficult, but it's okay. Maybe it's because it's not gridded, or I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it is. I do find it a little bit more challenging. It's not always for me, but I'm not going to let this project get the best of me. I kind of like it. And it's an owl. So I really am not going to let the owl go to the wayside. This project should have been done a million, gazillion, trillion years ago. This is Dasher. Is this Dasher? I can't tell because I'm doing all the reindeer. It is Dasher by Nora Corbet. Where is my picture? Goodness gracious, where is everything? Come on. I have beads sticking to it, sorry. So this is Dasher by Nora Corbet. Like I said, I am doing all the reindeer. I do have 2 other reindeer waiting to be done, but I tried to stitch one and finish one. And the reasons why this one isn't finished yet is because I ran out of the cry neck. And it took them probably 4 months. In a previous video, I talked about this. So now that we have it, literally all we have to do is the cry neck, which needs to be done. This is not the color that I need, so I have to take it all out. The color that is needed is this, it's the cry neck that's in here. Can't even tell where it's at. You can see it down below. It's in the beads. It wasn't the cry neck that I used. So it needs to be done and then it needs to be rebeaded. Actually, that was the cry neck. This is the stuff I need to take out. You see this darker one? So I realized that it wasn't the right cry neck and I needed to remove it. So I'll take out those last few stitches. Sorry, I'm trying to like wrap the one side in. There you go. So this will fit all of the reindeer. Like I said, I have 2 more patterns. The sun's really not. I have 2 more patterns. The only thing that needs to be done with this one is the cry neck on the bottom, the back stitching in the antlers and underneath, and then beads. Once this is beaded, it's completed, and that is like Ron Popeil, so I didn't forget it. It needs to be beaded and completed. And that would be reindeer number 2. And then on to the next 2, which like I said, I already have the patterns. I have 90% of the threads. I'll probably have to purchase some of the beads, but I don't know. The beads kind of coincide, so I do have quite a few of them already left from the last 2. So, and I did the sleigh. And so I'd love to see this hanging in my house eventually. So I guarantee you this will be a project that you guys will see over the next couple weeks. Because since it's so close to being finished, I can see myself being very excited to do so. And I do like to bead, and the reindeer really are not that, they're not that difficult to do. They're super easy. I think I just get really frustrated when I don't have the right, obviously the right tools to complete the job. So, the next project, and there is seeming to be a lot of projects this month, but there are so many small projects this month that I felt like I could put the load on and not feel like I was, I don't feel like it's going to be that big of a deal. So the next project I have, which I have enjoyed working on, and it's going to be a gift from my husband's brother. He is a police officer and with the Pittsburgh Police Department. And it is called the Policeman's Prayer. He is planning on retiring soon, so I would really like to get this done and hopefully gift it to him before he retires. I haven't done very good due diligence on getting it done, so maybe this month I can get a lot more done and I can actually keep it as a project for, a few days. And I've already gotten quite a lot of it done, so I'm pretty excited. And so this is where we're at. Hold on. This is actually stitched on 28 count from Picture This Plus. It's called Alchemy. I've actually used this fabric a lot. I've actually done a lot already. The border, though, is going to take me a little bit longer. Oh my God. I love the modeling on this fabric. This is why I buy so much of this fabric. The modeling on this side is amazing. So I'll flip it over for you real quick. Not that I can do much else on this fabric because it's what it's going to go on. I love it. So again, I feel like I have a lot of worded projects this month. So honestly, if I have a chance to really stick to it, I bet you I can get it done. words aren't as big of a deal. And I started this May 4th of 2020. This one I haven't seen in a really long time. I think I got a lot of Mirabilias and Nora Corbets this month. So this one, I have not, I feel guilty about not working on this one as much, but this one is the Snow Queen from Mirabilia. I love the reindeer. I love everything about her. She is gorgeous. I think that's what her name is, isn't it? Yeah, the Snow Queen. Kind of knew it was. So here is where she's at. Like I said, I actually do believe I took her out once or twice and did some stitches on her, probably for some contest or something. And then I didn't get into her, and I took, I just didn't, I put her back. I didn't use her, and I don't even know what, I think this is actually the called for fabric, which is 32 count Twilight Blue Linen by Witchlet. I can never say that. Witchlet, there you go. So this is the fabric that's called for, and this is where we're at. So not a lot done. Again, I wasn't even doing my 10 by 10 blocks by then. I will probably start that with this project. So that's why you'll see, I can't get this stupid thing. There it goes. Not much project. It's her dress, and that's like the beginning of the reins for the reindeer. And why I tell you that this is probably a project I picked up for some game I was playing is because the color I used all the way through here. So that's why I think I did that. So let's hope we can see some progress in this, because I really think she's gorgeous. She won't be finished anytime soon, but she's beautiful. So we will see how that one works out. And then I have this project, which is older than sin. Well, it's not older than sin. I'm lying to you about it. This came from Lakeside Needlecrafts. The fabric also came from there too. It is the fabric that was stitched on. It is Christmas at Home. This one, I think it was 2017. It is 2017. I never finished this, and I actually really do love this. And there was so many. This was designed by Durene Jones, and it was through Lakeside Needlecraft. It was a SAL, and I just never did it. And I do love the fabric it's stitched on, because it's printed. It's printed fabric, and I love some of the people have did different things with it. So I'm not sure, since it's so old, that I will change anything as of yet. I may go back and look at the Facebook page and see what, see what was there. But again, I don't know if I'll change a whole lot. So on my WIPGO board, I have magically sitting here, I had work on any previous year sale 1,000 stitches. I couldn't find a stinking sal that hadn't come up yet. So this is the first sal that's come up. I may try to see. I know it's only come up once so far, but I stopped checking in June. It could be more. So let's see what I get with it. So far, I've actually kind of kept up with my board, even with my overzealous stitching that I supposedly want to do. But we'll give you an update maybe mid-August for that one. And this is where I'm at. So technically, I don't got a lot. But I love this fabric. I want to say this is 18 count, I believe. Isn't that beautiful? So this would look wonderful hanging up in my house when it's done. I do really like it. And honestly, the stitching isn't that difficult. It's not that hard. I love the little chimney and the bird in the chimney. I really do like that. So let's see if I can get my 1,000 stitches in it. Let's see if I can actually get any of it done. And maybe I can stay on track. I won't stitch anything today because today's technically still July. Not going to cheat myself. Might try to see if I can finish a project that I was supposed to do. And I do have a couple of projects that are so close to being finished. They're in various disarray. It could be my heels. I might actually finish my heels today. I don't know. I'm trying to look around and see what I got hanging around my desk. But I do have quite a lot of projects that I would like to finish. And the last two that I have that I'm doing currently at the moment is a couple of Christmas ornaments, which I started last year and I never finished them. So one of them is trying to find him on here. So this is one of them. I love Old Man. I mean, a lot of people call him Old Man Christmas, Old Man Winter, St. Nicholas. I love when their faces. I love this. This is extremely amazing, and I love the face. Another one that I started, and you're going to laugh at this one because there's not a whole lot to him. Might be on the back side. Oh, he's nice on the front. Oh, is the snowman. So this is where I am with Old Man Winter. And you guys will kind of chuckle with me. He is almost done though. I will give you credit. I think this is stitched on. This is 32 count. I don't know. So that's where he is. And are you ready? This is where good old Frosty is. It's just a few sticks, and I can hear the screecher coming back. So that is all of my projects for this next year, or for this next month. Hi, honey. She's getting in trouble by mom now. So I didn't get to do any of my new starts here over. I do, excuse me, I'm going to grab this one. There's a couple of new starts that I'm supposed to do over this next. And I'm grabbing it. So excuse me for bending down. I have not started either one of these yet. Last one was, oh, I did start this one. I didn't even realize I started it. So I actually technically have a whip. It was a new start. I did not get a chance to do it yet. And I started it I started the January one. Here, I'll show you. I picked up the Prairie Schooler, and I am going to start in January, which I already did. I started and didn't ever tell you about it. I'm the worst YouTuber ever. Okay, so and I have a needle still in it, so obviously I was working on it, and that's where I got. Isn't that cute? I will probably stitch all of them on this fabric. That's why I gave it so much width, so I could either make it a pillow. I probably won't do a flat fold with these, but I probably will do a pillow. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna work it, but this one is the January one, and honestly, to tell you the truth, it might be a finish by this month too, because it was a lot. I already got a good portion of it stitched, and I really did like this. This was a lot of fun. When I see the Prairie Schoolers and stuff like that, I don't see the beauty until it's being stitched. These are gorgeous. I mean, I look at it, I'm like, when I stitch it, it's called love. Theirs really do stitch up pretty amazingly, and they're just absolutely stunning. They look beautiful when they're stitched. So I did this one. I forgot I even started it. That should just tell you guys where my brain is. And I put this back in here so I can not forget about it. I do have a couple of the Cricut collections that I hadn't started. I don't have an August, so I am going to start my July. I really do love this. I just love all of the little details in here. There's fireworks, there's birdhouse, there's desserts, there's, what is that? Oh, I don't even know. That's okay though, it doesn't matter. But there's a flag, yeah, there's desserts, there's all kinds of stuff. And the stars, I love them all. So I'm going to stitch it on. I have a Fiberlicious piece of fabric that I had for a while in my stash. And I just figured that this would actually be a great color to do it on. It's not too mottled. It doesn't really have as much mottling as some of the other ones. But it's like a tealy, here, trying to give you guys a good, this is not a good representation of this. Let's see if I can get it. That's better. It's a very green It's mint green, and I really do love it. But it's a large piece, so if I can get another month on this, I'm going to do that because it is fairly large. So if I can do like one top, one bottom, like the last one, see if I can get it slick. No, you can't. No, the mint green is not showing up on this. Oh, maybe right there a little bit. So that will be, I could probably do a top bottom with this one like I did with, I think, January and February. So maybe June, July. I don't remember what June looked like, but this would be a really beautiful piece. So this was a Fiberlicious, what was it called? It's a Joblin. It was a fabric of the month. I don't think I even have a name for this. Maybe I just don't. It doesn't have a name. So, but I do believe that is all. And I hope everybody had a fabulous July. And, I really don't know what else we have going on. So much is already happening. Students at my university are going to be coming back soon, so I'm going to be super, super, super busy. Yeah. Oh, I am working on, so anybody who does follow me, I'm working on quilts, and I'm working on one bag in 4 different variants. Actually, this will kind of show you guys. So, my all-time Halloween favorite Halloween movie is I am doing them in this accent, which is the green, which you see in her upper. I am doing a bag in the purple, or like brownish purple. I call it purple. It's not, I guess it's really not a purple. Not a purple too much. Oh. I am doing it in, I do believe a red, and then a really dark purple. So we'll see where it goes. And my lining fabric is Binks. I actually found Binks fabric. So we will see. I'm hoping to show you guys. I'm running into my own little snafus on trying the fabrics. I'm trying different things. I don't like using the really thick stuff that holds your bags up. I actually have been enjoying using just batting. However, I think the bag pattern was supposed to be so it would hold up on its own. I don't necessarily like that, but I was trying to use all my scraps and use them wisely. Again, we'll see how it goes. I'm not 100% certain, so I'm doing a lot of my own tweaks to it to make sure I can make it work. So, and to the previous winners, your bags are on their way. I had to find mailing envelopes. I'm not very good at the whole mailing thing, so hopefully by the time I actually do want to open up a business, I'll have all this stuff figured out and it ain't going to be a big deal. So that's not really the strong suit. I'm not bad at it. It's just that I'm trying to figure out like a good way to mail them and hopefully not be too expensive at the same time. So I did find mailing envelopes that semi fit the bags and sent them out that way. So they're on their way, and I really hope that you both enjoy them as much as I have. I actually really do enjoy these new bags that I've been making. So with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing August. I hope your needles are on fire, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Happy stitching.